Hi. I think that's enough pillows. I just looked at this and, uh, like, is this what I sit on? There's so many pillows. Um, I was talking to a client recently, and he was confused on meditation and allowing things to come through. And he said, "So I don't get it." Like he said, "So do I just don't do anything?" And what came through was an answer that was really interesting. He was like, "So I just sit under a tree and don't do anything. I just sit all day." And it's funny how simple this is, but one thing we don't realize is everything is doing something. When you sit, you are doing something. You're not doing nothing. This qualifies as doing something. This is a huge deal because we think we aren't anything unless we do something that we in our mind have already qualified as doing something. But we don't qualify sometimes sitting and listening. We don't qualify sometimes just being, closing your eyes, feeling your heartbeat, allowing feelings to come up, presence, being in the moment. That is an action. Now, if it's not something that you can measure as something that has a result that you can see before you do it, then you often don't call it doing something. And often the only thing we use as a measurement of am I doing something is it something I can see before I start that I'll get something for? So often people feel at the end of their day, if they don't feel absolutely exhausted from working their ass off, then it wasn't a quality day. It wasn't a day well lived. To me, if I feel really strained and against the grain like that, I know that I worked against myself because I was so enslaved to the idea that I got to do something to feel like I'm worth anything. Now, doing something like sitting, doing something like paying attention to your heart beating, to me is proving as a byproduct to be a million times more productive. Oh, I have 1% battery. Hold on one sec. I don't want to die. Sitting and feeling your heart beating for a couple hours, it's turning out to be the most productive thing in the world to me. There's so much going on with my life and my career and the quality of impact I feel like I'm having, how much better I am as a father and as a fiance and a help. When I sit for a couple hours, I suddenly find all these intuitive new things that I want to do. I'm like a chef now. I never did that. I'm making this crazy raw food. Like I made this crazy raw food taco salad today and an egg salad yesterday that was so good. That was because I sat for a couple hours and let go of all the old stories. Like, I'm not a chef. I can't do that. If I hadn't have done that, I would have totally outwitted myself and been like, we're just going to hire someone to come make something. I'm getting to be more creative, more innovative, more aware of my feelings, more aware of the people around me's feelings. Because when I sit there and connect to myself, I suddenly let go of ego and suddenly feel deeper, and I'm able to feel other people deeper. So just sitting is turning out to be more productive than anything that I've ever qualified before as doing something. So know that sitting and chilling in a chair for 2 hours is doing something. So don't call it so I just do nothing, because you're choosing to do that. Things will happen beyond what your ego can achieve, so it will feel different, but that doesn't mean it won't be more productive. You'll get results that you couldn't see. So go do something, and go do something that creates results you can't see.